Show week 8 start bench Friday night edition. I'm still a little bit under the weather. We're under the weather here at Casa de Smitty, but we don't stop. We may slow down a little bit, but we don't stop. It's week 8. It's Friday night. It's start bench time. Let's roll.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. Smitty. Take a lap.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Smitty, and you're watching the Fantasy Football Show live, Friday night edition. News, notes, start bench advice, trades, you name it. We're doing it, and we're doing it live. Where's my logo? Where'd my logo go? Hold on. There we go. We're live. We're back. I'm a little under the weather still. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. We had the big C hit the household. So unfortunately, a few of the family members are out on IR. We're waiting to see what my results will be, but they're not looking good. But we're here. We're doing it. No excuses. Not feeling great. But yeah, we got hit by the big C on the C list for week number 8. But it's okay. We're here. We're doing it live. And the show must go on, especially the Fantasy Football Show. But anyway, hit me with your questions. Hit me with your start bench advice. We aren't slowing down here. We may be under the weather, but we don't relinquish our fantasy football passion to anything. So we're going to push through this. Yeah. Anyway, hit me with your questions. What's up, media? What's up, Gage? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Jack, Ruben, Zach F, AJ, Double A? Appreciate you all being here. Hit the thumbs up, and that helps Smitty more than anything. Let's get to some of the news.
And now, for the news.
And let's see what's cooking in the world of Fantasy Football Week 8. Okay, so let me pull up the news wire here. We'll go through it together. Take your vitamin D. I do need to drink a lot of water. That I've been not drinking enough water. So that's on me. McLaurin has been removed from the Week 8 injury report. So that's good news for those of you itching to get your boy McLaurin on the field this week. He is good to go. God, I think McLaurin's going to be in for I think he could be a top 10 wide receiver go forward. I really think McLaurin's going to have a really strong finish, but hopefully he gets consistent quarterback play. Jonnu Smith listed as questionable for Week 8. That would mean Hunter Henry will be a pretty darn good play if you need a tight end. Scary Terry, baby. What's up, Jack? Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate all you being here. Yeah, I will take my vitamin D. I will drink a bunch of water. I will stay as hydrated as I can. And I will push through this. Good thing I work from home. I'm quarantined for at least 10 days. But that's okay. We're going to get Uber Eats. I won't be able to do my food runs, which is a shame. Thanks, AJ. Appreciate it. Okay, let's move on. Andrew. Okay, let's get to some offensive skill position players. This one's interesting. Trey Lance he was removed from the Week 8 injury report. So yeah, got the big C, pal. Well, I don't know for sure. I either already had it. We're waiting my results, but I've been knocked out for a week and a half. I'm sure it's probably going to end up being what it is. But in the family, we're testing affirmative. It's across. So we're waiting on good old Smitty's report. But either I'm going to come up with the big negatory, and that means I'm not carrying it anymore, or I had to have had it because it was pretty bad, and I'm living with infestation here. So, Scary Terry McLaurin equals Terry Roberts. Okay, Terry Roberts, are you here? Lance will return to Sunday's matchup against the Chicago Bears after missing Week 7 with a knee injury. But guess what? If this man is called upon, he will deliver. You can't start him in week number 8, even in a crutch where you're like, okay, I gotta or a crunch rather. I gotta put him in here. I gotta put him. He's gonna get some touchdown work. I don't know that they're gonna put him in at all during the game unless he replaces Jimmy G. But I have a strong suspicion that he could finish the game somehow. But I don't know that I would bank on that whatsoever. It's just good to know that he's ready to roll. What side effects do you feel? Lethargic, cough, body aches, headache. I can still taste though. That's the weird thing, but a lot of people still can retain their sense of taste. Smell, I can smell, but headache, no fever for me, but everybody has different, symptoms and everything. So, but I've been wiped out for like a week and a half. So my guess is that I'm already testing the negatory on it, but we'll see. Because I think I'm past a lot of it, but I still feel like crap. I feel very, very tired. But little one, the 10-year-old tested affirmative, which was shocking. But yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Appreciate all the good thoughts. We're the Smitty family. We're tough and we'll be fine. Claypool, Woods, and Sutton pick one. Give me Woods. Give me Woods. I can still taste the Lou Molinati's pizza. I can still taste the Coca-Cola beverage. We're doing good so far. I need to drink more water though. You're right, and some vitamin D and C. Gibson, Godwin, Deontay, pick one. Give me Godwin as a safe play with AB out. I like Godwin. But that is a tough call because Gibson got removed from the injury report, which was good. You have Diggs, Jefferson, Godwin, Deontay, running backs are Fournette, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones had a good day. You're going to be starting Fournette, obviously, so your flex play is either going to be Deontay, Godwin, or Gibson, right? So, I mean, Godwin's safest. I would say Godwin's probably safest. Do the one-chip challenge, see if you can taste it. Fortunately, I won that one-chip challenge bet that we did on the Quad Box Fridays on Instagram, so I do not need to partake in the one-chip challenge. Everyone keeps saying, when's Smitty going to do it? I won the bet. I don't need to do it. That's the whole point. So Trey Lance will be suiting up. We don't know if he'll actually play, but he'll be on standby if Jimmy G fails, which I fully believe he won't, deliver. Would you trade Stephon Diggs? It depends, man. He's at his bye week. I'd rather trade for him than trade him away. Appreciate the super chat. Riff, always the man. Taysom Hill. Concussion has been ruled out for week 8. That means there's no controversy. Not that there really was, but hopefully Winston has a big day. Hopefully Kamara has a huge day. Devontae Parker. Hamstring is questionable for week 8. Ramsey is questionable. That's an interesting defensive thing to keep in mind there. Debo Samuel calf was removed from the Niner injury report. Kinlaw, season-ending knee surgery, which is horrible news for the 49ers on the defensive side of the football. Rob Gronkowski, ribs is questionable for week 8. But he's fully expected to go. Antonio Gibson, as I mentioned earlier, he's not listed on the injury report anymore. That's very, very shocking. So, good news, but maybe misleading. We don't really know. I can't imagine him being over this injury already. To remove him from the injury report seems a little head-scratching to me. But it's good news. We've got to take it for what it is. We can't completely rule out the idea that he's still going to struggle with the shin. but the fact that he's been removed from the injury report means to me that he's getting better. Maybe it's time to buy low again on good old Gibby, because if Gibby's back, I think he could be one of those sneaky running back twos that is dropping out of running back two value on the open market, and you could grab this guy in a buy low trade, put him into your running back two spot. I don't know if Michael's out there. Michael, this would be a great move for you in your league where you punted running back two. Gibson might be a good grab. Smitty, please don't miss answering my super chat. Sam, you know I wouldn't miss it on purpose, pal. What do you think I am? What do you think I am, Sam? I just need a reminder because sometimes I don't see them because of all the comments that come flowing through, broski. So just give me a little reminder like you did. Very appropriate to remind me, so definitely do it if I miss it. Hope your family feels better soon. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate the good wishes there. Need two from this list to start in PPR. Keenan Allen, Jerry Jeudy, Darrell Williams, and Kadarius Toney. Toney looks very questionable, but could play. Keenan Allen is locked in. You need two from this list, so lock him in. I think Darrell Williams is a bit safer than Jerry Jeudy at the moment because of the volume that Darrell Williams is probably going to be locked into. They trust him. It's a very complicated offense. Therefore, there's not a lot of sharing that will probably go on amongst the backfield in KC. So I'm okay with Darrell. I roll with Darrell. I roll with Keenan. I give Jeudy a week, and I put Toney on the bench until we know what's going on. The thing with Toney that scares me is he was going to be good to go. Then he suffered a setback, and setbacks worry me. You know, you suffer a setback, that means something got worse that was trying to get better, and I don't know that I fully trust that yet. You know what I mean? So keep Jeudy and Toney in the wings and get ready to thrust them into the lineup when you need it in the coming weeks. But I think for right now, the smart, logical play is to go with Keenan Allen, locked and loaded, and go with the volume hog of the three remaining, Darrell Williams. So pretty easy call for me, Sam, and I appreciate the super chat. Oh man, I'm already out of breath. Gainwell, I like Gainwell this week. Gainwell or Gaskin. I probably go. That's a close one because Gaskin's looked pretty decent lately. But every time we bank on Gaskin, he does bad. Then we put him on the bench, then he does good. Gainwell's a little safer. I go Gainwell. They like him. They like him there in Philly. He's a good PPR guy. I feel like he's protected into at least some PPR work, even if things don't go as planned. And Boston Scott gets used a ton. Gainwell should be involved heavily, I would think. So I would go Gainwell right now. Super chat here by WRM. Hopkins, Najee, Mike Williams for Jefferson, Kamara, Gaskin. Hopkins, Najee. So injured, no bye yet. Najee, bye, healthy. And Mike Williams, he's bye free the rest of the way, and you know, undervalued. Jefferson, Kamara both had their buys. Gaskin, oh, that's tough. I'm gonna go Najee and Hopkins and Mike Williams. I think is a better option for you. I like Jefferson a lot. I love Kamara, but Najee's close enough to Kamara that the Jefferson Gaskin doesn't really hold a candle to Hopkins and Mike Williams if Hopkins gets healthy. It's tough to know. Hopkins re-aggravated the injury, so we don't know what he's looking like, but he's got 10 days. That's a long time to get healthy, and he still was coming back on the field. It wasn't like Hopkins. He went out, came back in, went out, came back in. Had he gone out and not returned to the game, I'd be a lot more worried about Hopkins. I'm still worried about Kyler, but 10 days is a good amount of time for these guys to heal up. It's better than like 6, you know, playing in a game. You got to get ready. Got to get ready by Friday. So usually a lot less than a 7-day turnaround. I like the fact they got 10 days to maybe get this right. People are freaking out about the Cardinals. People are jealous about the Cardinals. My Cardinals, I'm in Arizona here. My Cardinals get so much hate around NFL circles. People go, people are like happy for the Cardinals that they're suffering injuries right now, or you're going to see the Cardinals lose. Like, give me a break. Cardinals look phenomenal. And you know, we don't know if Kyler's out long term. We need an update on it. There's no update on Kyler Murray's ankle. There's no real update on Hopkins. There's nothing really legit or concrete that points to, okay, they're gonna definitely miss next week, or they're probably gonna play next week. There's nothing out there, so you're just kind of left in limbo right now. 105 people in here, 31 likes, says Terry, or 116 people in here. It does help the channel tremendously by just hitting the thumbs up. So please, guys, if you have just a spare half a second right now, hit the thumbs up button. Help your boy Smitty. YouTube will push this to more people. You'll help me grow the channel by just hitting the thumbs up button. That's all it takes. Yeah, do that. I take Hopkins, Najee, Mike Williams, pal. Matt with a super chat. Black Falcon with a super chat. Need some help. Team is Allen, CMC, Hubbard, Damian Harris, Edmonds, Gainwell, Javonte Williams, Diggs, Hopkins, Ridley, Bateman, Tony. Okay. Any trade ideas? Well, my brain's trying to process this. I'm really slowed down right now. Allen, CMC, Hubbard, Harris. I like the idea of trading Harris high. I like Harris a lot, but I do believe there's risk with him. You know, fumbles, the way they rotate through running backs there historically, the fact that, you know, he's one move away from being in a doghouse, is the way Bill Belichick runs his offense. He's also an injury concern a little bit, so he gets banged up. What happens to his job? I would be tempted to sell high on Edmonds, because Edmonds had, you know, a good game, but yet the volume isn't quite there. The touchdowns are there, but you can't always bank on that. So maybe like a Tony or a Kittle with Edmonds for a slightly better player. Maybe we're talking DK. A Ridley and an Edmonds for a better running back. Maybe you can get an Eckler while people are freaking out. Maybe you can trade Ridley and Damian Harris for Eckler. People are doing dumb moves right now. DK, trying to think of another wide receiver you could go after. DK's a good buy low right now. So if you're able to take Edmonds and I mean, I don't know if you could take Edmonds and Kittle and turn him into like a top 6 wide receiver, one of the doubted ones, but you might be able to do that. I like Ridley. I like Diggs. I like Hopkins. You're in a pretty good spot. I just try and upgrade Damian Harris a little bit. Would I trade CMC if the price is right? If somebody would give you Eckler banged up with a wide receiver that is like DK, you know, people that own Eckler are pretty worried right now, so you might want to look into that. Christian McCaffrey for Eckler and a wide receiver if they've got one to the tune of a DK Metcalf. Noah with a super chat. Noah, appreciate that, pal. And then the last one I have to get to was Black Falcon. Gainwell or Javonte, standard league. In standard, I might go with Javonte, but I do love Gainwell. I think Boston Scott could get some work too, though. And the damage that I think Gainwell does is through the air, and that's not standard. That's, you know, or that's not for you know, you're not in PPR. So I probably lean Javonte, but both of them are pretty decent plays this week, pal. I like them. If it was PPR, I'd probably say Gainwell, maybe. Trade Kelsey for Wilson and Connor. 2 QB league Kirk. 2 QB league Kirk second. I don't know what that part means, but trade Kelsey for Wilson and Connor. I don't know. Because we don't know the status of Wilson, I'm going to say probably go with the Kelsey side. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Doing it live. I'm going to stick with the Kelsey side. I know Wilson's a 2 QB. It's a 2 QB league, but, you know, Wilson may come back week 10. But that's some games, bro. You know, I don't know. I don't want to lose Kelsey for that. So I'm going to say no for right now. But I understand why you might be thinking that. And I'd go after Wilson, but maybe not at the cost of a Kelsey, pal. He's hurt, you know. You should be able to get Wilson cheaper. I traded Miles Sanders and Cortland Sutton for Javonte Williams and Michael Thomas. Was that too risky? Not at all, because Sutton's going to get Judy back. I'm not saying Sutton's going to vanish, but definitely impacts him. And Miles Sanders is hurt, bro. Like, that's a great move. I mean, that's a great move. That's the kind of move you make, and it's like pretty close when it happens, and now you look like a genius after the injuries hit, you know. So No, you're looking phenomenal right there with that trade. Uzi with the super chat. Uzi, appreciate you, pal. And if you have a question, post it and I will get to it. I'm gonna get to some of these non-super chats here. Smitty, flex spot, Higgins, Hubbard, Judy, full PPR. Give me Hubbard. Give me Hubbard and in PPR. I like Higgins. Higgins is safer if you want to go safe, but higher upside, higher risk is Chuba Hubbard. Risk it for the biscuit, pal. I would go that route. Javonte or Patterson. Patterson's safer. Appreciate you, pal. Smitty, CMC might get traded for Deshaun Watson. I don't think so. Pal, but anything can happen. I don't see it happening. Look at these super chats rolling in by these beasts right here. Smitty, Schultz or Henry this week. Hunter Henry sneaky. If Dak sits, go Hunter Henry. And we got to talk about that real quick. We were going through the news and we didn't even get to it. And then the super chat started rolling in. But Dak Prescott, real quickly, not to hold up the super chat Q&A. But Dak Prescott is questionable for Week 8. The Vegas line is moving in the wrong direction for the Cowboys, which doesn't always indicate that a player is going to sit or play. It sometimes does. Vegas is pretty in tune with a lot of stuff, but sometimes they react and then ends up being, not the case. So don't think for a second that it's locked in that Dak's not playing. But I mean, he was limited in Friday's practice, according to this report. Reportedly sore after ramping up his practice activity the day prior. Even so, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said things are looking good right now regarding Dak's status. But then this was said, which is the part that's a little bit concerning. McCarthy had a different view, stating Prescott's outlook is about more than just this game. Meaning, if they need to sit him, they'll put in Cooper Rush because they don't want to risk the long-term outlook. The record's good right now. Good command of the division. It would be stupid to rush him out and get him injured to where he misses 2 or 3 games when you think he could sit 1 game. And on top of that, you have Dak. You have let's see here. You have Minnesota, Denver, Atlanta, KC, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Washington, Giants. I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy game by any means, but I certainly would rather him miss this contest here to secure, him not missing, this run right here from KC to Las Vegas to New Orleans to, it's a good schedule though. Like, the Cowboys are going to, in my opinion, win the division. But they need to keep Dak healthy. So at the cost of 1 game, I'm okay with it. But hopefully he can play. Hopefully it's more about soreness. Hopefully this report's getting blown out of control. Hopefully Vegas is just making this a bigger thing than it needs to be, because everyone's talking about the Vegas lines moving. So I don't really know what to tell you other than there's no update other than Dak is very, very questionable. And I don't think I sit CeeDee Lamb or Cooper unless you're dealing with like Deontay and Cooper, or you're dealing with Chuba Hubbard and Cooper. I'm not sitting CeeDee Lamb over Emmanuel Sanders or something like that, just to answer anybody's question off the, like, am I sitting CeeDee Lamb? Probably not. Like this question right here from Cat Fan. I'm not sitting. It's an understandable thing to ask, but I'm not going to make you take a lap on it or anything like that. But I'm certainly not Smitty approving anything to this tune. Putting CeeDee Lamb on the bench for a Sutton or a Pittman. I mean, Pittman could outscore him, sure, but I'm not sitting CeeDee Lamb. I'm just not doing it. 132 in here. Still only 65 thumbs up. Guys, half of you are watching. Smitty needs your help. Okay, I'm under the weather here. I'm here with probably the big C, but I'm still here. Hey Smitty, should I start Higgins or Judy or Tony? I'd go Higgins, Luke. I would go Higgins. Okay, let me get to some of these super chats. WRM. Sorry, Smitty. Phrased that so wrong. I got offered Kelsey for Connor and Russell Wilson, my main QB. Okay, so you're getting Kelsey. You would be with Kirk. with A.J. Brown, Godwin. So Kirk Cousins would be your quarterback. I mean, that's rough. But right now you're without him anyway. Like, I go ahead and take Kelsey, man. I mean, you're going to gain a ton of points between now and when Wilson comes back by getting Kelsey in your lineup. I like Connor, but if you think you can get by without Connor, I don't know. You're not listing your other running back. Who would be your running back if you ended up making that trade? I see you got Dalvin Cook, but who would be your running back that you'd have? I'm curious to know that. Rock out with a super chat. MC Fire with a super chat. Blake says, I put in an offer for Henderson, Amari, and Gaskin for Henry, Hopkins. What are your thoughts? So Henderson, Amari, Gaskin. I mean, I take... Bro, no offense, but I don't think you're going to get Henry alone for Henderson, Amari, and Gaskin. And to ask for Hopkins on top of that, I don't think you're getting that trade. By all means, ask, my man. By all means, ask. But I don't think you're getting Henry alone for that deal. If you do, take a big victory lap and celebrate that one. Also, what wide receivers would you think would get J-Rob? What wide receivers would you think you would get in a trade? I'll give you some wide receivers I think are very close to J-Rob in value, if that's what you're asking, and that could help you either way you meant to ask that question. Let's see here. Wide receivers. Let me pull up my rankings here. And I'll give you some J-Rob comparables. And again, even if I'm wrong on what side of the trade you're on, it still will help you the same. So wide receivers for J-Rob, equivalent J-Rob wide receivers. I mean, A.J. Brown's arguable. And I like A.J. Brown more. Mike Williams is about on par. That's a very even swap. Deebo Samuel, but I like J-Rob a little bit more. DeAndre Hopkins, I like Hopkins more, but there's some risk. CeeDee Lamb, especially if Dak is out for a week, people might be vulnerable there. You could get CeeDee Lamb for J-Rob. McLaurin's very comparable. Like if you wanted the running back, I could see you taking a J-Rob over a McLaurin, or if you needed a wide receiver, I could see you swapping DK Metcalf, DJ Moore. You start getting to Mike Evans, Ridley, Patterson, Godwin. Those guys feel a little bit lesser in value, but still arguable if you're in a bind, if you know what I mean. So, Eric with the super chat. Appreciate that, pal. Okay, Thomas. You guys hit the thumbs up if you can on the way in. It really helps the channel a ton. I appreciate everybody being here. And Media has a question. Okay, Media, what's your question? Media says he has a question. Boyd, Jarvis, Beasley, or David Johnson in second flex. Boyd, Jarvis, Beasley, or David Johnson. Give me Beasley, but David Johnson's a little crafty. But I don't know that I trust him yet. Give me Beasley. I think Beasley's steady Eddie. Steady Beasley. Traded Barkley. Thank you for the super chat. Barkley, Marvin Jones for Fournette and A-Rob. I mean, Barkley, Marvin Jones on trade value alone, on fair market value, is a heavier side than the Fournette A-Rob. I'd rather have the Barkley side. I would then trade Barkley though. But who knows how long Barkley's out? You know, like maybe I'm wrong in that you can't get a ton for Barkley, but I feel like that side of the trade is heavier and you can do more with it in a trade. But I certainly don't like Barkley, and I don't know that I love Fournette. I like him, but I don't love him going forward. I still have trust issues with Fournette. If Dak is out, should I flex Lamb or Gibson? That is a tough call. If Dak is out, I might put Gibson in, but I don't think you're crazy to stay very, very cautious with putting Lamb on the bench, because, I mean, who's to say he's not going to get the ball thrown to him a ton? Like, I understand what people are thinking. Oh, the quarterback goes down. Are they not going to move the ball at all? Will CeeDee Lamb get laser locked on by rush? Will he do okay? I don't know. I think he could still have a game. Gibson is still very iffy, although he's not on the injury report anymore, which is a great sign. It makes me wonder, like, how you can go from being questionable all year. You might get shut down. some people overreacting to the shin issue. It's like shin splints, or you could talk about a fracture as something that like Conor McGregor went through on the shin bone. So there's a degree to a shin injury that no one was really speaking to that should have been speaking to it, because everybody's assuming everything. They don't know the actual facts. But I would say Lamb is probably your safer bet, even with Rush starting at quarterback for the Cowboys in Week 8, if he does in fact start and Dak sits. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I think Lamb is still your safer start. If you want a high-risk, high-reward play, then I probably would lean Gibby. Double A with the super chat. Let me get to these other ones real quick. Double A, and I'll come back to yours here. Who wins the trade? Scary Terry for Calvin Ridley. I'd rather have Scary Terry on its face, but when you consider the bye week situation, then it's a little bit, man. When is the Washington football team's bye week? It is in week 9. I'd say if you've got a winning record, I'd take Scary Terry. If you need something, you need those points that Calvin Ridley's going to get you because he's already had that bye week, I lean on the Ridley side. It comes down to your record. That's what I'm gonna lean on there to help decide. What's up, Kevin? Media's question. Oh, I just got rid of a super chat. Who was that? Is that Double A? I think that was Double A. If I missed your super chat, let me know. Please, guys, if I missed any of you, please let me know. I'm doing voicemails later, Colin. Okay, I sent my question also in the DMs. Okay, I'll play your... Do a voice one, Media. Do a voice question. What could you get for Godwin and Ridley? I kind of went over those values already. Like Godwin and Ridley, they're right around CD Lamb, especially with Dak being out. You could maybe get Hopkins. People are really down on Hopkins. Mike Williams, people are really down on A.J. Brown. Those are all very, very close players to those values if you were to go to a wide receiver or try and change out into a different player. If you were talking about both of them, you could have gotten Aaron Jones before week 8, but he went crazy. Austin Eckler is a great buy low if you're using both of those wide receivers. If you're doing package deals, DeAndre Swift, you could give up both of them for Christian McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, and a wide receiver like, you could give up those 2 wide receivers for Gibson and Hopkins in a deal. Like those are all guys that I really, really think are attainable. Quarterback upgrade, go get Kyler Murray and a player for, you could probably get Kyler Murray and somebody for I don't know. You could definitely get Kyler Murray and give up your quarterback if it's a mediocre quarterback using maybe Ridley. Like people are really down on Kyler right now. People hate injuries. People hate when players are slumping. I've got a lot of weird messages from people already about Kyler that just don't make sense. Like he is an elite quarterback. He's top 3 in my book as soon as he's healthy and back on the field. Problem is we don't know how hurt he is. Thank you, Blake, for the super chat. I'm going to put you right here. Do you start Damian Harris or Keenan Allen at the flex? This week I might go Damian Harris, but I'm hoping Keenan Allen gets back in a groove and makes this problematic for you. And then you have to I do have the situation, we're calling it, so that not all of the ads and everything get tagged to that, because it's crazy when you mention the word. It's like everything's warnings and make sure you get the right information and click here for a list of whatever. So we don't say the name on here, but the situation, we call it. I haven't gotten full confirmation that I had it. And I'm doing another test right now, but the family has it, so I'm pretty sure I was the first one to go down. I just might be tested negatory at this point. So I'm through, I think, the thick of it. Smitty let's see, what was the question? Harris over Keenan, but I'm hoping this becomes a problem for you moving forward, and then you can have a trade piece on your hands. Trade Keenan or Harris, or keep them both and just rotate them. Thinking Collins over Cooks. This is Mr. Punch. Collins over Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Tyrod out. Thoughts? You know, that's 50-50 to me, man. That's one of those moves where you're like, do I sit? Like remember Mark Cleveland was talking about sitting A-Rod for Darnold. And I remember I made him take a lap. And I could end up taking the lap on that one because A-Rod only had 2 touchdowns and like right around 200 yards passing. And so Darnold could outdo that. And so I might take a lap. This is one of those situations where I can't bench Brandon Cooks given what he's been doing all year for Collins, but could I see it happening? Like Collins overtaking him this week? Yeah. You know, I'd say Collins might be safer. You know, Cooks is probably higher risk this week and higher reward. Like, it just kind of comes down to that with some of these calls. You know what I mean? Did I get rid of a super chat? Smitty, question marks. Don't know what the question is, De Jesus, but I appreciate you. Oh, it's Blake. Blake's. Okay. Blake, thank you. And if I missed anybody's super chat, please tell me. Please let me know right now. And if you guys see somebody reminding me and I don't see it, please remind me. CD or Patterson, De Jesus. I'm going to go CD, pal. I'm going to go CD, but that's me. Trust your gut because Patterson could outscore him. It's possible. But I'm not sitting CD Lamb. I mean, first of all, we don't know that Dak is out. Double A, read that Dak's GMA passed today. Read his GMA raised him after Dak's mom passed in 2003 from cancer. Have to think we'd prepare for Dak to be out. I'm not quite following what you're saying. Dak's mom passed in 2013 from cancer. Read his GMA. Oh, grandma. His grandma. Okay, I'm like, what's GMA? His grandma raised him after Dak's mom passed in 2013. Sorry, I'm still very foggy. From cancer, have to think he's out. I don't know what you mean by that, though. Read that Dak's grandma passed today. Okay, so you're saying he's going to sit because of his grandma, not because of the injury? Sorry, I'm really out of it. I shouldn't be up here. I shouldn't be up here deciding fantasy fates. I can't even read right now. GMA. I'm like, what's GMA? Is that some kind of report? You're talking about grandma. His grandma passed today. Well, feel prayers to Dak and his grandma. Mark Cleveland in the house. I got both the injury and his grandma. I got you. Well, I'm not trying to overtalk the grandma part, but I would say that sometimes people dedicate games. We still trust you, Smitty. I don't know if you should right now. I don't know if you should tonight. I'm not on my game, bro. I think I still got my good sense. I just can't put things together quick. I'm foggy. I'm on a lot of NyQuil. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. The situation that I caught has definitely wiped me out, or whatever. If I caught it, I don't know. I don't even know if I have it. I think I'm at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if it was long gone though, because I've been sick I was sick over a week ago, but I'm still exhausted from it. I can't even think straight. Like, look at me, GMA. You're talking about grandma. He's talking about grandma. Simple. Grandma, GMA, grandma, Smitty. Where's my ability to read shorthand right now? His GMA raised him. His grandma. Thoughts go out to his grandma, but we've seen players do this where they come in and they come in and dedicate a game to a family member and they have the game of their life. I'm not trying to sound insensitive to talk about how to spin that into him playing or he should play or something. I'm not trying to say that, but I mean, we've seen that time and time again. So I don't know that his grandma passing will for sure take him out. I think it's all about injury. These players, they typically play when things like that happen. Their family members know this is their life, and typically they dedicate a game to them. Smitty never not working. I need to work out. Halloween's coming and I'm not ripped yet, but I think I get about a week pass from this situation that I caught. So maybe we'll reset the timer. Maybe we got to make the timer Thanksgiving. I'm always moving my workout timer back. Who calls Grandma GMA. I know. So in my defense, it wasn't the easiest thing to decipher Double A's text. I mean, GMA. I that's what I'm saying. I was reading it funny. His GMA. His grandma. I'm pretty good at shorthand, as you've noticed, but not tonight. Not tonight. Blake, I offered AJ Brown, Shepard, and Gibson for Julio and J-Rob. I offered AJ Brown, Shepard, and Gibson for Julio and J-Rob. That's a no. No.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
I may be out of it, but I'm not that out of it, Blake. I don't think I like that. I'm not going to make you take... Ow! Just bang my elbow. I'm not going to make you take a lap, Blake. But I don't know that I like that. I would pull that down, bro. AJ Brown, Gibson for Julio and J-Rob. Gibson's off the injury report. And I'm not saying I totally buy that, but dude, you can't offer that. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Double A. 41 people in here, 94 likes. We're catching up. Appreciate it. Devontae Smith and Clyde for Deontay. I take Deontay right now. Let me read the rest of Blake's question. That would leave me with Kamara, J-Rob, Deontay, Thielen. I don't like it, pal. I don't care what it leaves you with. I don't like it. Julio's out and he's injured. J-Rob, I like, but Gibson, you could argue. I'm not saying I would take Gibson over J-Rob right now, but you could argue it. You could still argue it. So you're going to give up AJ Brown too? You could easily argue AJ Brown versus J-Rob. So no. Don't do it. Pull that down. Blake, can you pull it down? What's up, Justin? WRM, Booker or D'Ernest Johnson? That's a tough one. I might go D'Ernest on that one. I feel like they used Hunt and Chubb a certain way. Chubb has been banged up. He's not on the injury report. MJ, thank you for the super chat. If you got a question, please ask and I'll try and find it. I might go D'Ernest Johnson, but Booker's probably safer, but I think D'Ernest Johnson has that higher upside. Smitty Pizza kills the situation, the C situation that I may or may not have caught. I had pizza all week, so that might be why we're heading in the right direction. Up over 100 likes now at 105. That's excellent news. Thank you, Terry. Hey, Smitty, should I trade Chris Carson, Tony Pollard, Madison, Javonte for Jonathan Taylor? Madison, Javonte, Chris Carson. Absolutely. Like, take a lap for asking, Bellamy, and then take a victory lap after you get it. You think Fournette and Debo for Kamara and Scary Terry is good? I think if you land that, Noah, you are a master trader. If you can trade Fournette and Debo and turn it into Kamara and Scary Terry, you're upgrade. I like Scary Terry over Debo. I like Kamara way over Fournette. That is like, if that guy should, you want to know what you're doing to that guy?
Get lammed.
Absolutely lambing your opponent. Media says he thinks ice cream helps. Maybe ice cream helps, Media. Maybe. Double A, thanks again for the super chat. Sorry it took so long for me to decipher that. I'm out of it. I don't know what I'm doing. Back here. Let's go to the NFL news and see if anything's being updated. We got through all that. We went through all that. Let's go to the next slew of news. Antonio Gibson, we got to that. Alex Collins is questionable for Week 8. Collins is likely to play Sunday, but fantasy managers should have a backup plan, so he's probably going to play. Evans is on injured reserve. So who's that leave as the backup running back to Derrick Henry? Let's go to the depth chart and see who. I'm blanking. Oh, it's still Nichols. Okay. Yeah, Nichols. Okay. So that's no news. Jamal, well, he's the for sure backup then. Not that he's a great back. The Bruce is in the house. The Bruce is in the house. We got a new clip from the Bruce's mother.
Go ahead.
Getting land.
Go ahead.
Getting land.
That is the Bruce's mother. She is a legend on this show, and we appreciate every bit of content she provides us. The Bruce in the house. That is Mrs. Robeson. Okay. Let's see. We've got some super chats. We got Brandon in the house. We got Rock Out with another one. Let's see if I can read this time. Let's see if Smitty can read properly. WRM says, did I answer his super chat? I don't think I did. Pick 2. Geno Smith? Pittman or Deontay? Is that Geno Smith he's trying to say? Pittman or Deontay? I mean, I don't know that I could sit a quarterback if that's a super flex, but I'd probably go Deontay. I'd probably go Deontay, pal. I'd probably go Deontay. Let's go, Brandon. Brandon says full PPR flex Gibson, Higgins, Gibson or Higgins or Claypool. Love the show, Smitty. The show loves you, Brandon. And I don't know who this Higgins character is, but give me Gibson. He's off the injury report. I don't know how much I buy it, but I like it. I like it. Sleeping on Pittman. I'm not sleeping on Pittman. It's just, Deontay's a good play. I like Pittman too. I like them both. I'm not sleeping. What's up, McGee? You're the legend, McGee. Rock Out. Maybe trade Godwin and Ridley for Chase, says Rock Out. Godwin and Ridley for Chase. That question up above. WRM, did I answer it okay then? Let me know if I need to clarify anything. Appreciate you, pal. Trade Godwin and Ridley for Chase. That would be quite the trade. Click that like button for NyQuil's new spokesperson, Smitty. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so out of it. Dak Jefferson. Sometimes I can't even understand some of these names, like M. Wills. That's got to be Mike Williams. Derrick Henry, J-Rob. I know J-Rob. I can decipher J-Rob. Right now, I can't decipher. Like, it's hard to decipher things. Maybe we need to go to the voicemail section of the show. Gesicki, Mitchell, Bench, Javonte, Sanders, Lockett, Goddard. What could I use to get Chubb or good upgrade? Okay, so to get Chubb, you've got Dak, you've got Jefferson, you've got Mike Williams, you've got Derrick Henry. J-Rob would be a big factor in getting Nick Chubb. J-Rob and Mitchell, if the Nick Chubb owner only had one running back, that could get it done. J-Rob and maybe Lockett, if you can get a buyer for Lockett. I don't know that you got the other wide receivers. I don't think you get Mike Williams and J-Rob, but you could do Mike Williams and Mitchell and Gesicki. You could do a trio. You could go in a bunch of different directions. That's how I'd probably try and get Chubb if you were to try and buy low on him. Let's go. Brandon Cooks. All right, Uzi. How's your boy Mixon doing, pal? You'll spell him out next time. I think I'm okay. I did good on that. I think you're good. Rockout says I missed a super chat. My other super chat. Let me look, Rockout. I'm sorry, pal. Johnny, I got yours. Rockout says maybe trade Godwin. I got that one. Higgins, I got that one. WRM, I said Deontay, unless it's Geno, or even if it's Geno Smith, I'd probably go Deontay. I don't know. Rockout had one right here. Flex, Michael Carter, Judy, or Callaway. I'd probably go Judy, but Callaway's interesting, pal. Callaway's interesting, especially with Winston. Who calls their grandma G-Ma? I mean, I have. Which wide receivers besides Adams would you take rest of season over JJ? Over JJ? Besides Adams? Okay, so let me clarify that for you. I don't take Adams over JJ. So to answer your question right away, I take Justin Jefferson over Devontae Adams because Devontae Adams has a game he's going to miss in his bye week. JJ's already had his bye. That's a big difference for me for weeks 8 moving forward, especially given Adams missed this week. Now, if you're talking about week 9 on, because you're not, we still haven't played week 8. Adams, his team played, but in a sense, if you do a trade right now and you're losing JJ in the trade, let's say, JJ is going to play 2 extra games more than Adams is starting, Sunday. So if the trade happens after week 8, I still think it's really close, but I take JJ. And I think maybe Tyreek Hill, but the same thing applies. Tyreek Hill is going to have a bye. Cooper Kupp, he's going to have a bye. Stephon Diggs is already at his bye. JJ and Diggs rank right there with Hill and Kupp and Adams for me, and I could be depending on record, depending on what I need. If I've got a winning record, if I've got 5 wins, I might go with Adams or Kupp in a trade. But if I've got maybe I'm 1 win under 500, I've got some up road climbing to go, then I would probably rather have the player that doesn't have the bye week, if that answers your question, because it does matter your record. Thanks again, Rock Out. Appreciate you, pal. Noah with a super chat. Uzi with a super chat. I'm trying to get to the other questions too, guys. I'm going as fast as I can. Hi, I traded Mahomes, Chubb for Henderson. Mahomes and Chubb for Henderson, Ridley, Gronk, Michael Carter. I have many, many injuries. I've got 3 starters and a flex. Thoughts? You traded Mahomes, Chubb, Henderson, Ridley, Gronk. I don't know that I like it, because if you break it down, I like Mahomes more. Okay, let's break it down like this. The best player in the deal is Henderson on the other side, right? The deal that you got. I like Chubb over Henderson by quite a bit. It's arguable if you want to, put up a fight with me. Sure, but I'm going to take Chubb over Henderson. I think everybody would. Now, the question is Mahomes better than Ridley, Carter, and Gronk? And I think the answer is yes. So I think in a sense you got a lot of players, but I like both players on the other side, Mahomes and Chubb, better than both of the players you're comparing them to in the trade. I probably wouldn't have done it if it was me. I'm going to Smitty disapprove that, Uzi. You should have brought that to me, pal. But I do appreciate your super chat, and I hope you appreciate my honesty, and I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm just telling you how I really feel. Should I trade Jamar Chase and Dallas Goedert for Devontae Adams? That's tough, man. That's tough because, Jamar Chase is like, we could keep saying, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. And, we can rank him top 5 or 6, but we can't put him 1, right? We can't put him 1 as a rookie. Adams is, if you're talking about week 9 on, because again, this conversation dips into a weird place right now where Adams has already had, his team has already played. Jamar has not. If you're talking about where you would lose Adams this week, trades are different. Trade rules are different in different leagues. Like, you can make a trade right now where Jamar Chase gets taken from your roster in a Devontae Adams trade. It gets removed from your, it depends how your trading process is set up in your league. So if you were to do a trade Adams for Chase and you get 2 extra games out of Jamar Chase, or 1 because they both have a bye, then I'd rather have Jamar Chase. Now, both of them having a bye coming up and this week doesn't count for either one, I'd probably rather have Adams. I'd rather have Adams, but not if there's an extra game at hand. So it does matter the way that trade goes down. I traded. This is long, bro. I'm on too much NyQuil to get through this. I traded Sutton, Gibson, and Gesicki for Thomas, Mooney. I already have Pitts. Thoughts? I traded Gibson and Gesicki for Thomas and Mooney. Michael Thomas, we don't know what we're getting with him, bro. I assume that's who you're talking to. Michael Thomas. I'd rather have Gibson. Unless, I would. I wouldn't have traded Gibson that low. Gibson's off the injury report now, man. Keenan Allen, Fournette, or Hunt and Judy. Keenan Allen and Fournette or Hunt and Judy. Give me Keenan Allen. He's healthy. I mean, Hunt's hurt right now. Judy's coming back, and I like Judy. But Fournette and Keenan Allen, I like Keenan Allen and Fournette more. Should I try and go for Mixon plus Evans or Mixon plus McLaurin for Kamara? I don't like the idea of getting Mixon in that deal. I don't trust Mixon. Playing banged up, injury risk already. Kamara already had his bye. No, I mean, it's an okay trade. You need to get rid of Kamara and get two players. I get it, but Kamara's already at his bye. You got to keep that into consideration, and that's got to be packaged in the trade. That person going after Kamara knows what he's doing. He knows he's getting Kamara already bye week free. That is a huge deal. What did Blackbeard catch? Now I'm intrigued. What did Blackbeard catch? I'm gonna play detective. I'm going back. Someone fill me in. I can't go back. I'm not of sound mind enough to go back. Live creation. Would you start Burrow against the lowly Texans or Herbie? I can't sit Herbie. I love both. Make a trade. 146 here, 116 likes. I like it. It's looking good. Start Tim Patrick or Van Jefferson. That's really close. Give me Van Jefferson. I feel good about him. You called Joel Uzi. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Let's go. Voicemail time.
So I want to know if I should start Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, Khalil Herbert, or Javonte Williams in my flex spot.
Okay. And let's go to the voicemail time. How do you get a voicemail to me?
It's voicemail time. Drop a voicemail at the Fantasy Football Show on the gram. Tell your grandma.
Tell your G-ma. Tell your grandma. Tell your D-ma. So go to Instagram, the Fantasy Football Show. Click on message. Try and message me. Hold down the microphone icon and leave me a message. What do you think you can get from Gainwell? Not much right now, man. You're not going to be able to get it. You got to wait for Gainwell to do something. You're definitely not going to get anything for him in a trade right now. I mean, maybe a wide receiver like straight up or something, but wait, let him gain value. Okay, so this is Media's question.
So I want to know if I should start Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, Khalil Herbert, or Javonte Williams in my flex spot.
I mean, Khalil Herbert's probably your safest bet the way he's playing football right now. But that goes against your 49ers, so that's going to be tough for you to watch. I think Gibson is pretty safe. Gibson is not on the injury report right now, which is hard for me to buy him into and believe. But I think it's a pretty safe bet to start Gibson. So if you don't want to be rooting against Herbert, I just think Herbert is probably safer. Gibson's higher risk, maybe higher reward. I like Gibson a lot. If he's on the field, and he's on the field.
Smitty.
Kevin.
Hey, buddy. My question is about Josh Palmer, actually. In Dynasty, is he a great buy right now? A great buy low? Snagging him in that offense with Mr. J. Herbs. Punch you in the throat himself.
Let's play that one more time.
Smitty. Hey, buddy.
Kevin.
My question is about Josh Palmer, actually. In Dynasty, is he a great buy right now? A great buy low? Snagging him in that.
I like Palmer. Herbert's safe for media, but I mean I can't say that he's a locked in like easy call because I mean Gibson is not on the injury report. Like that to me means that they're not going to limit him. So Gibson's higher risk because of the injury history that he has this year, but he's probably the higher upside guy, but Herbert's been playing steady. Chat, what do you think? Can you give media your vote? Do you guys like Herbert or do you like Gibson for media? Chat, flex DJ Moore or Khalil Herbert. I probably go, in non-PPR, I probably go Herbert. Master Yoda in the house. Appreciate you, Master Yoda. Leave your voicemails right now and I'll play them, guys. WRM with the super chat. Went from 1 win last year in my football fantasy to being top 3 in all 5 of my leagues thanks to all of your streams and videos. Appreciate you. WRM, I appreciate that, man. And if you put that on Instagram, pal, and tag me, make sure you tag me. I will repost that. That's an awesome little testimonial, buddy. Appreciate you. In fact, let me screenshot that. I like that one. That's a good one. Let me screenshot that one. That's going on the website. That's going on the website, WRM. That's a good one. That's a good one, pal. But do that on IG for me. Jordan. Hey, Smitty, Amari Cooper or Emmanuel Sanders. I think, if Dak sits, you're not crazy to go Emmanuel Sanders, but I still feel like it would be hard for me to sit Cooper, and that might be stubbornness of big name versus, smaller name guy, because, Emmanuel Sanders, Josh Allen likes him. He likes him a lot. So you're not crazy, but I think I would probably still go Cooper, but I suspect it's 50-50. I suspect I'm 50% of me is going to be upset at myself later if I don't just go with the better situation. But I'd say that makes Sanders a lower risk. So if you want low risk, there you go. If you want higher upside and you're willing to take the risk, then Cooper is probably the better option. Lance Darnold, wide receivers are Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown, Cooks, Waddle. Start 3 wide receivers, trade Waddle for Burrow. For QB upgrade? Absolutely trade Waddle for Burrow. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Waddle is a guy that you're like worried, do you start him, do you not? Every week you're like, this is the kind of trade, this is what you do. When someone says, hey, make a trade, make a trade. This is when you do that. You get rid of a guy like Waddle, who I like. I'm not saying he's not a wide receiver 3, pal. But you could get Burrow, a future GOAT. I like Burrow. I think we need to do a quarterback show, Dynasty quarterback ranking show on Tuesday. I did the Dynasty wide receivers top 10. You guys need to give that more views. YouTube is looking at the Dynasty content like it's not desired right now because it didn't push that at all. It was crazy the low views the Dynasty wide receiver ranking show I did got. You guys need to view that bad boy. But I might do a QB ranking, and you might be surprised how high I have Joe Burrow on my Dynasty quarterback rankings. This dude is a top 5 guy of the future. I know this may be a redraft question. I'm just speaking to his long-term value. But in redraft, Waddle for Burrow? Absolutely, pal. Absolutely. Go get a waiver wire wide receiver. Don't even think twice about it. That's a great move. Johnny with a super chat. Johnny, take a good lap.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
Johnny, you earned that, pal. Appreciate all the help, bro. What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do with this 3 and 4 PPR team to make it win and playoff ready? Prescott, Jefferson, Williams, Derrick Henry, James Robinson, Gesicki, Mitchell, Javonte, Lockett, Goddard, Sanders. How is that 3 and 4? How is that team 3 and 4? I suppose you maybe trade Robinson and Mitchell, or Robinson and Lockett, or Robinson and Gesicki, or Robinson and Javonte, and try and get like Eckler on the cheap right now, or try and get a wide receiver like Diggs using. You kind of need Javonte in that spot. Like if you roll high risk with Javonte and Mitchell, and then get a Diggs in there as your flex, I do that. I don't worry so much about that. But J-Rob might be, you can upgrade J-Rob into Eckler pretty easily. You could have got Aaron Jones before this week. I would say Eckler is the last running back you can buy low at an extremely low value comparative to where I think he'll be in a couple weeks from now. Can you use Mitchell to upgrade Prescott, who's iffy right now, into a Mahomes or into a Josh Allen, or into, I would say Kyler, but he's hurt. You don't want to do that. Can you take Gesicki and Mitchell and turn him into, I don't know. What about Gesicki and J-Rob into Kelsey and something? Get Kelsey in there, have Javonte and Mitchell if you're trading away J-Rob. I don't know. Those are things that would go through my mind just to give you an extra gun, like a big heavy hitter. But your team's fire, bro. Like I have a feeling you're gonna win out. Let it ride. That team's fire. I don't. The only thing I trade is that just try and trade J-Rob up a little bit, or use Mitchell or Javonte or Lockett to upgrade Gesicki, or upgrade your quarterback, or J-Rob and one of those guys to get Eckler, or to get Diggs and get Diggs in there. Past that, I don't touch it. I mean, you got fire wide receivers, you got elite running backs, you got an elite quarterback that's banged up, which is why I would be tempted to maybe, upgrade him. But that's a good squad, man. Really good team. I definitely wouldn't be afraid to let that ride. 130 in here. 138 in here. Thumbs up. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. I trade away Burrow, Patterson for Mahomes. I would do that. I think Mahomes is very, very low value right here. Joel says Mixon is the GOAT. That's probably why I called Joel Uzi and Uzi Joel, because you guys are both Mixon fanatics. Haha, that's true, buddy. I don't know what he's speaking to, but I love Jordan Roberts. He's the man. The man with the plan. Where am I at? All right, let's go back to the voicemails. Colin.
Hey, Smitty.
Hey, Colin.
Half PPR. I really need a dub this week. Start Herbert or Brady, Goddard or Gronk, and Hubbard or Gibson. Thanks.
Herbert or Brady. Goodness gracious, pal. You're killing me. Herbert or Brady. So you got Brady on the road against the Saints. And Herbert at home against the Patriots. Give me Brady. Give me Gronk. And it was Gibson and who?
Hey, Smitty. Half PPR. I really need a dub this week. Start Herbert or Brady, Goddard or Gronk, and Hubbard or Gibson. Thanks.
Hubbard or Gibson. Gibson's against the Broncos. Hubbard is at the Falcons. Give me Hubbard. Give me Brady, Hubbard, and Gronk. It's tough though, man. You're talking about extremely close calls. Like if you have a strong sense for one of those, don't use me to push you over the fence. Don't use me to change your mind, because I'm really, really close on those. Those are 50-50 calls, pal.
Smitty traded
Bruce.
Pittman for Ridley in Dynasty. Did I do a good trade or a bad trade?
Some might argue Pittman's worth Ridley. I get it. Ridley's an older wide receiver, not extremely old. He's just older. But man, the way I look at fantasy football, man, is you got a small amount of time anyway. Like if you're playing elite football for 3 or 4 years, that's enough. And Ridley's got enough time to be an elite wide receiver for 3 or 4 years. So to me, I don't care about 22 years old versus 26 years old or whatever the hell. Ridley's like 27, 20. What is he, 27, 28? How old is Ridley? Let's look him up. Ridley, like 28 maybe. He might be 28. Ridley is 26. Yeah, so he's fine. 26 is fine. That's nothing. You just hear it. People are like 24, 26. Pittman might not even be that much younger, bro. Let me look up Pittman. Let me put this to bed. Let me put this to rest. Pittman is 24. So 2 years difference. Who cares? Ridley, home run. Ryan says Waddle, Pitts for Fant and Judy. Give me Waddle and Pitts, pal. Give me Waddle and Pitts. I mean, Waddle and Judy are very arguable. Pitts and Fant are not. Pitts is on another level right now, in my opinion. You guys rolling with Herbert. I like Herbert, but when it comes down to Brady and Herbert, that's a tough call. Khalil Herbert. I like Khalil Herbert. If you're talking about Khalil Herbert, I love him. Brady Hubbard says, Mealy. Will Carr finishes the top 7 fantasy QB, Jack? I think I've seen this question a couple times, so sorry I didn't get to it. I know. No. The answer is what is this?
Get lammed.
Carr's getting lammed at that expectation, pal. The real question is, what wouldn't you do for a Klondike bar? That is true. That is the truth. Rez, thanks for the super chat. Is my Damian Harris for Javonte even, or do I need more? Damian Harris probably holds more value right now. Will Javonte later? I think he will. But Damian Harris is worth a little more, but it's not crazy. It's not crazy. You could swap it straight up. No one's going to veto that or should veto that. No one should veto anything anyway. Vetoes are garbage. But Damian Harris, he's going to have a good game, bro. Javonte's just not getting the volume yet. Even right now, I would start Damian Harris over Javonte. Because Damian Harris is going to get fed. Nick wants a Klondike bar right now. I've never had a Klondike bar, to be honest. Is that bad? Mitchell or Collins? Give me Eli Mitchell. Start Sutton or Keenan Allen. Give me Keenan Allen with Judy back. Mahomes, Cooper, Diggs, Zeke, Swift, AJ Brown, my starters for this week. I'm 5-2. Attaboy. Mario. Stevenson, still a hold. I mean, depends on your roster, but right now he's not looking like he's in favor of getting, starter work or anything. He's so talented, though. 134 likes with 143 watching. We just need 11 more, says Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, pal. Okay, next question. The Bruce. Thank you, the Bruce, for asking a question. Here's Jordan Roberts. Oh, it's not a voice message. Jordan, leave a voice message, pal.
Smitty!
Munoz!
I need your help, my man. Once again, seeking your wisdom.
Thanks,
I need
JC.
a solid, dependable wide receiver 2.
Okay.
And I think Stephon Diggs might be
That's a wide receiver
player.
1. That's a 1.
I'm trying to trade away Chase Claypool,
Okay.
Tyler Boyd, and Jameson Crowder.
Good luck.
To a buddy that's in my league that
Yeah.
kind of would need
Yeah, talk
that
yourself
depth
into it.
on his team. Is that too much?
No,
Is that fair?
it's not fair.
Smitty approved.
It-
Smitty disapproved.
It would be Smitty approved.
Let me know.
It's not fair to your friend. I would Smitty approve it if you got it, but you can't you can't put together a bunch of garbage, tie it up in a bow, and ask for a $100 bill, pal. But you could try. I just don't know if he'll be your friend in the morning. Okay. I think I heard that right. Maybe I heard the wrong players. I am a little bit.
Another question.
Yeah, hit me, Colin.
Do you think Javonte Williams is a top 10 running back if Melvin Gordon were to be out?
Yes, I've said that all offseason long, Colin. I feel the same way about it right now. All right, let's go to Jimmy.
I got a dilemma, Smitty. Do I do Wentz, Bridgewater, or Danny Dimes?
Oh, what do you guys think? Danny Dimes or Wentz? Probably Wentz, man. Probably Wentz. But, I mean, that's a tough one, bro. That's really, really close. Probably going Wentz. Okay. Not seeing any more new voice messages, guys. You want to get in on this action, you got to drop a voice message. Where's my music? Media, you got another question? What's up, pal? Asking a voice message, pal. We're live. I'm only taking voice messages at the moment. Okay.
Yo, Smitty, should I trade Eckler, Knox, and Evans for Swift, Waller, and Jamar Chase?
What? I'm pretty sure I heard that right, and I'm gonna say the Jamar Chase side. But let me. Oh man, hold on a second.
It's voicemail time. Drop a voicemail at the Fantasy Football Show on the gram. Tell your grandma.
Tell your grandmas, guys. Drop a voice message. Okay, so let's play this one more time.
Yo, Smitty, should I trade Eckler, Knox, and Evans for Swift, Waller, and Jamar Chase?
So Chase, Knox, and Evans. Okay, so this is the best player in the deal, but he's not that far off. He's worrisome kind of far off. Like, that's a big drop. Okay, but Eckler's banged up. That's a big drop, but that's a huge upgrade. That is a huge upgrade. We're talking about like multiple angle signs, pal. Like multiple greater than signs. This right here, it's definitely at least one, potentially 1.5 greater than signs if we're putting that into measurement and adding it up. I'm going to go ahead and say give me the Swift side by a long margin. Long margin. That's a really good trade. That is a really, really good trade. Johnny with the super chat. Spotify show plug. Pretty fire. Keep them rolling. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this to the Spotify channel after we're done. And I need to upload more content. I've just been out under the weather, so I apologize for the delay on Spotify content. But guys, go to my Smitty1.com and click the Spotify logo and get in on that action. Are you worried that Jalen Hurts might get benched? Absolutely, because that's the way Sirianni and this Eagles organization is running it. The ship is running stupid. So had to send a gram message. Okay, let's go to the gram. Let's go back to the gram. Where's Roberts? Where's Jordan Roberts? Jordan, send me a voice message, pal.
Smitty, you're God, man.
That's
why I like you, man.
That's Munoz.
Hey, someone's garbage might be another person's treasure, you know? So it can't hurt just for trying. So he said that he has to see how Stephon Diggs does.
Of course he does.
If he craps the bed, then there might be a chance we land this trade. Smitty approved, right?
Yes, Munoz. Smitty approved, again at the cost of your friendship, pal. But yes, do it. But Diggs isn't going to crap the bed, so trades off, pal. Trades off. Munoz trying to steal Diggs away from his buddy.
Since no one else is voicemailing, I'll just keep him rolling.
What do you say?
Weird question, but would you trade Jamal Williams, Allen Robinson, and Chris Carson for David Montgomery? You're the best team.
What?
Since no one else is voicemailing, I'll just keep him rolling. Kind of a weird question, but would you trade Jamal Williams, Allen Robinson, and Chris Carson for David Montgomery? You're the best, man.
I suppose, Colin. You're the best, Colin. I suppose, bro. But none of those guys are playing right now or playing well. Yeah, I guess I'd rather have Monty on the upside that Monty comes back. But I don't know. Khalil Herbert looks so good. I don't know if Monty's coming back to. I know Monty's not losing his job, but I don't think he's coming back to a full workload. I think Khalil Herbert's earning some work. I think he's doing some damage. I just can't see them not wanting to use him. Jordan Roberts, I thought I saw you say you left a voice message. I'm looking, pal.
Yo, Smitty, might be able to trade for Mahomes, CD, and Henderson for Dak, Edmonds, DK, and, I forgot the last one. I forgot, actually. But there's another one.
Well, that's...
Pretty sure I won that trade, but what do you think?
I don't know if you won it. I got to hear the whole thing, WRM. You could have forgot a big part. Let's hear this one more time. Oh, Darrell Williams. He put Darrell Williams. Okay, so let's hear it again.
Yo, Smitty, might be able to trade for Mahomes, CD,
Henderson.
Dak, Edmonds,
DK, Dak, DK, and Darrell. Dak, DK, yeah. That other side. You're pretty sure you won it too, but after we figured it out. I like it, WRM. You're the man, pal. Nice job. You got memory problems like me. I don't know what's worse, you or me right now. I'm pretty sure I won. I don't remember who the third person was. I'm pretty sure I won that trade. I mean, I would Smitty approve it, but what if that player is like Joe Mixon? You just forgot to add him. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I don't recall. I may have just won that trade. I appreciate you though, WRM. Please, Waddle and Najee for Fournette and T. Hill. Please let me know. First time doing a voice. Hey, WRM, do another one right now. We need the entertainment. So drop one more for me. Waddle or Najee for Fournette and T. Hill. Give me. That's close. I probably go. I mean, Najee's at his bye, bro. Hill and Fournette. I'd probably go Najee and. No, I'm gonna go Hill and Fournette. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Hill and Fournette mainly because I do feel like Najee's gonna hit a little bit of a rookie wall. I'm not saying he'll get hurt, but he might slow down a little bit and hit that rookie wall. WRM, you were getting the other side, right? The first part of the trade, because the first part of the trade I liked. I liked the first part better. So hopefully you were getting that first side there, pal. Yeah, the Mahomes side. Okay. Leave another voicemail though, WRM. We need some more. We need something else. We need something else to laugh at, pal. Okay. Thank you.
Get a voice message, pal.
Oh yeah. Hold on. This guy isn't. Hold on. Are you able to leave one? I'll read your message on air right here. Yo, Smitty, it's my money league. Should I trade Cooper Kupp for Kamara? I get Kamara. My backs are Clyde, Chubb. Wide receivers are Mari Cooper, Julio. So look, this trade doesn't help you at wide receiver, obviously. In fact, it hurts you at wide receiver. But at the same time, you're going to hurt either side of this, whether you don't do it or do it at the other position. So it's not like it's solving or creating any other different problem. It's moving around your talent. And bottom line is, Kamara's already had that bye week, pal. Take Alvin Kamara and run. I like Cooper Kupp, but we're drafting Kamara ahead of Cooper Kupp if we're drafting today, right? So pretty easy call in my opinion. All right, we got him there. We helped him. Okay, the Bruce. Here's the Bruce.
Mom will kill me if I never ask you this.
Your
I
mom.
traded Herb Barkley and MT for Patrick Mahomes. Did I do it right?
This is the Bruce. The Bruce traded. This is his mom right here.
Baked in, boys.
So the legend herself.
Baked in, boys.
The Baked In Boys mascot. The Bruce. Let's see what he did.
Mom will kill me if I never ask you this. I traded Herb Barkley and MT for Patrick Mahomes. Did I do it right?
Barkley and MT. See, that's a tough trade to break down, the Bruce, because I mean, honestly, you're cross position there. So Barkley, you traded her Barkley and MT. Neither of them are playing, I might add. for Patrick Mahomes. So, my question is, the Bruce, what does mother have plugged into the quarterback spot at this point? Leave me a message. I don't want it in the chat. I want it in the message. Let's find out what you left your mom with at quarterback and see if you left her out in the dark with no quarterback, no passer, nothing to tide her over while she waits on the 2 injured players that you traded her. The Bruce. Leaving his mom 2 injured players. The risk isn't baked in with Barkley right now. Okay, I think we're done with message. You guys aren't leaving any more messages. I'm checking. Where's media? Where's media? Here, the Bruce. Here we go.
We traded the injured players for Mahomes.
Oh, you guys did it together. You got me confused. Let's see.
Mom will kill me if I never ask you this. I traded Herb Barkley and MT for Patrick Mahomes. Did I do it right?
You traded Herb Barkley and Mahomes for MT, and then
We traded the injured players for Mahomes.
He's confusing me. Is anybody else confused? You're saying you traded your mom, Barkley and MT, okay? Barkley and MT for Mahomes. You're asking if you did her right. I'm saying, what did you leave her at quarterback? Because this Mahomes side is better, in my opinion, because these two guys aren't playing. And even if Barkley comes back at some point, it does depend on what the running back situation looks like. But I don't know how to help you with that, pal, because I feel like you're saying you traded your mom, and then I said, would you leave her at quarterback? And you said that he did it for his mom. Okay.
If I trade Hopkins right now, who should I trade it for? Like, what should I be looking for? You know, I'm getting a lot of offers in my league, but I'm kind of confused on what to get. You know, as true value.
Hopkins, you can't really. If you sell Hopkins, you're selling him low, man. Like, you can't get a Jamar Chase right now. You can't get a Jefferson. You can't get. And this is about where he's valued at. You can maybe get a CeeDee Lamb if you wanted to backtrack a little bit. Running back, I mean, Eckler, he's injured too. I don't think you can't get a Harris, you can't get a JT, you can't get a Kamara, you can't get an Aaron Jones anymore. You could have got Aaron Jones probably before this week. I've been pushing Aaron Jones buy low. Nick Chubb maybe, and that would be a fair trade, but you probably won't get that with Hopkins being hurt. With Hopkins hurt, you're stuck in a wait and see type of situation, I think, until he regains his value, and then you can go ahead and move him if you want. But I like Hopkins enough to where I would hold him. I don't think I'm trading him low at all, and he did come back onto the field, so it's not like he left and we don't know what his status is. Like, he came back onto the field and played, and he's got 10 days to rest, so I'm hopeful he'll be back. And he's got 7 TDs in 8 games, man. He's been playing great. People have been knocking him too much. Is it worth it to go after Chase Edmonds using Herbert? The running back Herbert? Oh, no. You say... Yeah, I assume... Do you mean quarterback Herbert or running back Herbert? Edmonds owner has Monty. Okay, so probably Khalil Herbert. I'd rather have Khalil Herbert right now, pal. I mean, Edmonds and Connor are splitting work all year. Khalil Herbert's in no different spot. I don't know if I'm going to throw up right now or what.
All right. How about I give up Deontay Johnson and Khalil Herbert for DK Metcalf and Javonte Williams?
Yeah.
For the season. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. Let's hear that one more time.
All right. How about I give up
Deontay
Johnson
and Khalil Herbert
for
Javonte and DK. I
Metcalf
like it.
Javonte Williams.
Fire that sucker up.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Trading like a boss there, Jordan Roberts. That's what you call a trade, my man. That's what you call a trade. And Ryan, back to this question here. I like Herbert more. I mean, Edmonds is good. I like Edmonds. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let's think about this for a second. I take your 2 and 3. do I take the 2 and 3 more weeks of possible upside or chase running back rest of season? What do you guys think in his situation? Would you rather have Chase Edmonds for the year, who's splitting carries with Connor, or do you take Khalil Herbert for the dominating weeks of that are to come until Monty comes back? What do you guys think? I want to know for Ryan down below. Maybe I do lean Chase Edmonds because he's still doing well, but he's just not getting a lot of volume. He's not getting a lot of like he's getting the touchdowns. The touchdowns are there, but he's not getting like massive amounts of yards. It's like 20 and 30 yards and a touchdown. And the problem is they run the ball so much. But if Kyler's banged up, that could play a factor as well. We got Khalil Herbert. We got Herbert. More explosive offense. Take Chase. We got Chase is still good though. We got 2-2. 2-2. Edmonds 3. Edmonds 4. Edmonds 4. Herbert 2. Edmonds 4. Herbert 2. Okay, I think it's Edmonds. Edmonds. WRM, you killed your your first voice message. Nice job, pal. That's what everyone's saying. I'll take Herbert. Oh, now it's going back in the. All right, let's go back to the Bruce. Hey, the Bruce. I'm not sure. I'm hopped up on a lot of NyQuil right now, my man. So I'm not really sure what we're talking about here. I think the Mahomes side's better because Barkley and MT are out. So if that helps you, great. If it hurts you, I'm sorry. But your mom, I want to know who she's starting at quarterback. If you guys are co-running this team together, then I like the Mahomes side. But I'm a little just baffled and confused by the multiple messages, man, because this NyQuil has hit me like a ton of bricks. It's the back of the bottle of NyQuil did not say that it was baked in. It did not say that the fogginess was baked into the recipe, and I'm not feeling quite myself right now. So leave me one more message clarifying what's going on, pal, so I can play it. Everybody's sitting at the edge of their seats, or maybe I just think they are because I'm on NyQuil. Okay. Zeke Hopkins for Lamar, Cook, Hill. See, this is where I think Breeze is maybe not putting an extra S in here, and this is like maybe Brandon Cooks. You know what I mean? Because Lamar, Cook, and Hill absolutely destroys Zeke and Hopkins. My fear is that I'm going to say, way to go, amazing, and Breeze is going to be like, that was Brandon Cooks. That was Brandon Cook. that was Brandon Cook, Smitty. He calls me Uzi when I super chat him. I like you guys are talking around me like I'm not here. I won't remember any of this, probably. You guys can say whatever you want to me. I probably won't remember it tomorrow. Okay, Smitty's dealing with a little bit of the you-know-what situation here at the household. We got infected. We are infected here, and we're trying to push through it. Pitts has gone up in value. Probably need around DK or DJ Moore. I don't know. Someone's answering someone's question like a boss. Thank you for helping out. I'm waiting for the Bruce. The Bruce, we're waiting for you, pal. We're sitting on the edge of our seats. We need to know what's up, pal. I don't know where the Bruce is, man. He just left us hanging, bro. We're in the middle of solving this family problem between the Bruce's mom, who is this wonderful legend right here.
Baked in, boys!
That is the Bruce's mother. Real story. That's honest to truth. That is her. And the Bruce is apparently doing a trade with her or something, and we're trying to help the Bruce's mother and the Bruce out at the same time. Miss Robeson. And I feel like I need to get more clarification here. And I don't know if it's me or if it's the Bruce. It could be the meds that are making me a little foggy. I don't know if I've even missed a super chat or not. I haven't even looked. I don't even have my music playing. Man. This is what it's like when I drink, too. Smitty is getting smutty. Oh, Nick Chubb or AJ at flex. Give me Nick Chubb, but AJ Brown's right there, and long term, I do worry about Nick Chubb. Terry. Oh, here's the Bruce. Terry sent a voice message too.
No, we had Kirk Cousins as a quarterback, and we traded for Patrick.
That is the Bruce's mother. Real story. That's
She started Kirk Cousins.
The Bruce didn't turn me down at all. All we hear is the show in the background.
No, we had Kirk Cousins as a quarterback, and we traded for Patrick.
That is the Bruce's mother. Real story. That's
She started Kirk Cousins.
First of all, the Bruce. All we hear is baked in boy. This is like one of those Twilight Zone situations, like where it's like a revolving, I don't know, it's like reverb, like circle. It's like a continuous circle, an infinite loop where I'm hearing baked in boys, baked in from your own side of the fence where it first originated. We're playing it on my show, but it's coming out of your side of the phone from my side of the fence. It's confusing. Okay, so you're co-managing this team for your mom. You got Mahomes. You gave up Barkley. Now my question to you, the Bruce, is who are the running backs that you've left your mother with? Who is the running back that your mother's throwing out onto the field on Sunday now that you traded away her injured Barkley, which I somewhat Smitty approve, but I need to know what the running back situation is. Go. Oh, he left another message.
She had Kirk Cousins as her quarterback. So I said, you can't do that.
You can't.
And she had a winning record. So what I did was I traded her Barkley and her Michael Thomas, two hurt players, for Mahomes. And she is pissed because she had a winning record and I got her an upgraded quarterback.
So basically you're trading with her without her approval. I see what you're doing here. Okay, who are her running backs, the Bruce? We need to know what is going on. Who did you leave her with? She has a winning record, but tell her that Barkley's not playing this week. You upgraded her into Patrick Mahomes, who everybody's down on. He's going to drop a 30 or 40 point game for her, and you're going to increase that winning percentage. But what does the running back situation look like? What kind of running back climate did you leave in your aftermath, the Bruce, for your mother? All right. Let's go to Terry Roberts. Terry Roberts says he left a message here.
Hey, Smitty. This message is for Jordan Roberts. Hey, cousin. Nice way to trade there like a boss, bro.
Yep. There you go, pal. Terry approves your trade. If you guys got a question for the show, I'm live. Ask me in a voice message in here. I'll come back and check. Okay, let's go back over here. We got Zach.
Start Gainwell, Claypool, or Devontae Smith.
Gainwell, Claypool, Devontae Smith. Give me Gainwell. Give me Gainwell, pal. I like Gainwell a lot. I think Gainwell's the man. WRM, I'm looking for another message here. I don't see it. WRM. You're on fire.
How do you feel about trading Hurts, Monty, James Conner to receive
Hurts, Monty,
Kyler, and Saquon?
Hurts.
How do you feel about trading
Hurts,
Monty, James Conner to receive Kyler and Saquon?
I feel pretty good about it, pal. I think you may have lammed somebody, and I don't care if Kyler's banged up, bro. Give him a week off, whatever. He'll probably play in 10 days. You lammed him. You straight lammed him, pal. I hope that wasn't a good friendship because he ain't coming back. Okay. Let's go. Oh, the Bruce. Here we go.
I left her with Gibby, Javonte Williams, Trey Sermon, and James Conner. And I didn't really leave her with anything else. That's our running backs. Our receivers are stacked. Jerry Judy's coming back for this week.
Okay, well, who you say stacked, the Bruce, but who are her wide receivers, pal? It's 7:38 in the morning in Germany. Greetings from Europe. I appreciate you being here, pal. Pittman or Sutton for Pitts. Is that fair? Get Gesicki and Pittman for Sutton and Pitts. Give me Sutton and Pitts, pal. Bruce did a trade with his mother. Yeah. So apparently the Bruce traded without his mother's approval. He just took her team, went into it. She's mad enough at him that it sounds like she wants to make her own decisions, but the Bruce is just taking the reins. And the Bruce got on her phone or something and traded away Barkley and MT for Mahomes, which on its face is a good trade because Barkley ain't playing, MT ain't playing, but she's got a winning record. The Bruce's mother, who is the author of this wonderful audio clip, that is the Bruce's mother, Miss Robeson. Miss Robeson is winning the league, apparently. She's got the winning record, and the Bruce took it upon himself to trade away Barkley and MT for Mahomes, which will help her initially because she had Kirk Cousins, but she was winning with Kirk Cousins. She didn't mind Kirk Cousins. She likes Kirk Cousins, and he traded away Barkley and MT for, here's a look at the trade. Traded away Barkley and MT for Mahomes. We're just trying to find out what her team looks like in the aftermath of the Bruce getting his little kung fu grip onto her team, and he wouldn't let go of it with his lifeless fingers. So now she has Mahomes. Now her best running back is Gibby, which, good news for her. Gibby is looking like he's off the injury report. So now we need to find out what her receivers look like. She has Jerry Jeudy. That's all he said. He said her receivers are stacked. She's got Jerry Jeudy. And then we didn't hear from him. Then the Bruce left. We're not sure what's going on. So we know she's got Jeudy. We know she's got Gibby. She's got Javonte, and she's got Connor. Connor, and that's okay. That's not great. These are questionable running backs. What does her wide receivers look like? We've got to find out. We're waiting. The Bruce, we're waiting on the edge of our seat. What do the wide receivers look like? You said Jeudy. We're waiting. What does the wide receiver stable look like for your mother? So we'll come back to this and find out what we're looking at here to see if the Bruce is going to be in some trouble, in some groundation. Maybe the Bruce won't be allowed to stream. Maybe the Wi-Fi is going to get cut off. We're not sure. We're kind of waiting to see. Hey, Smitty, pick 2 for flex. Damian Harris, Cordell Patterson, or Darrell Williams. Give me Damian Harris and Cordell Patterson right now. Here's the Bruce. Here we go.
She has CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I consider tight ends a receiver. She has Darren Waller.
Okay.
And she also got Ridley in another trade that I didn't do, but she did.
Okay, so we got ourselves a team here. We got ourselves a team. I like this team. We got Waller so you can't start Waller at tight end, am I correct? So you got Waller as a wide receiver. We need to get her a Ridley and Connor trade done. We need to get her. We need to send Waller and Ridley and Connor for Eckler, and we need to do that ASAP. All right, I want that sent out immediately. The Bruce. Okay, we're gonna get her. We're gonna get her a running back, but that's pretty solid. This is what she's looking at. I think Miss Robeson, who is the author, the wonderful author of this clip.
Baked in, boys.
That is the Bruce's mother. Her name is Miss Robeson, and she has Ridley. She has Ridley, Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Jeudy, and we need to get her a running back 2, or a running back 1 rather. We need to get her a running back 1. Yeah, Eckler is hurt, but I still trade for him in this situation. That's good. That's good. You know, I don't mind this Mahomes trade for her. I think that was good. I mean, you put Cousins and Barkley and MT on the squad. MT's not doing this wide receiver stable any good. Barkley ain't doing anything right now. Mahomes is going to get her, you know, keep her winning. So I like it. I think, hey, you tell your mom I Smitty approve your approach here. It just requires one more move, the Bruce, and that move is you going after another running back using the Ridley and Judy, or Waller and Ridley, or Waller, Ridley, and Connor. I think you can get this done, pal. Good, we're good. Yeah, she's got Lamb.
Get lambed.
Got Lamb. So this is the Bruce's mother. She donated this clip to the show. Amazing woman.
Go ahead.
Getting lambed.
Go ahead.
Getting lambed.
Definitely a favorite of the show. A legend of the show is Miss Robeson, which is the Bruce's mother. Bruce Robeson. Okay, Najee over Eckler. Hey, I do like Najee. Hey, change of plans. We want Najee instead of Eckler. That's from Jordan Roberts. Okay. Ryan, Emmanuel Sanders or Higgins. I have Josh Allen. You know, I don't know that I let it influence me. The stack is fun, but you got to pick the best player. I probably take Higgins. I feel like Higgins is a bit safer. Tonight's show is off the chains, bro. Bruh. I appreciate that. I'm hopped up, bro. I'm hopped up on some NyQuil, so we're getting into the weeds, pal. We're getting into the weeds. Okay. Smitty, who are the best two for my wide receiver 2 in flex? Lamb, Ridley, Claypool, and Javonte. The best two. I'm going to go your wide receiver 2, Lamb. I'm going to go Lamb and Ridley. Lamb and Ridley, pretty easy. Pretty easy for me. Ryan, I already got that one. Greetings from Europe. What's up, pal? Appreciate you. We appreciate everybody from around the world. Smitty, who are the best two? Oh, I just answered that one. I'm lambing myself over here. Start 2, Sanders, Keenan Allen, or Lockett. I don't know. Am I off base to be like, who the hell is Tyler Lockett at this point? You know, until Russell Wilson comes back? I mean, it's Sanders and Keenan Allen all day for me. Terry Roberts says 140 in here, but we have over that amount of likes because Terry's doing some magic over here. Terry's magical. Terry can get you more likes than you have viewers, is apparently what Terry's telling you. Terry can do magic. I can do magic. Hold on. I can do magic. Hold on. Smitty's going to do a little bit of magic for you right now. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. See this piece of paper? Terry can do magic, but I can do a little magic too. Allen against the Pats, though, says Nick. Lockett or Beasley? Give me Beasley until Lockett shows up. I don't trust Lockett right now. Neither should you until Wilson gets back under center, pal. Tyreek or JJ? Give me JJ with the bye out of the way. Let's go, Smitty. Let's go, Terry. Anyone else from Toronto? Says Emil. Dylan's season. Dylan's looking good. Dylan's on my bold prediction. Stand alone. That has nothing to do with Aaron Jones, you know, uptick in content from me. Aaron Jones is a league winner, or AJ Dillon's a league winner. I hope that it doesn't come to that because I don't want Aaron Jones to get hurt. But A.J. Dillon's a league winner. Who would you sell Hollywood for? Hollywood. Wide receiver wise, I mean DK, Lamb, Hopkins, and I know that Lamb and Hopkins you'd have to give up more, but I'm buying Hopkins hurt because you can get him like for Hollywood Brown and maybe a little bit something. Hollywood probably won't get you Swift, but you could try. He's not going to get you J-Rob. He's not going to get you Mixon or Henderson or anybody up above. You could maybe sell him for Gibson right now. That's not a bad swap, considering that Gibson's off the injury report. So, how long have we been live? Oh my God, 2 hours. I told Miss Smitty, she's like, "You're not going on there all night, are you? You're sick." And I'm like, "No." 30 minutes. I'll be on there 30 minutes. I said, "No, Miss Smitty, I'm going to be on for 30 minutes and I'll be in and out." It's 2 hours later. I better call it a night. I will see you all tomorrow night, midnight, if I'm even conscious. Midnight tomorrow, the Saturday show. We're midnight every Friday, every Saturday. If you just found us, every single Friday and Saturday, I'm live midnight Eastern. Okay, I don't know what that is in the Toronto and European time zones. You guys are fending for yourself. But I appreciate that you would join us about 2 hours in the past every Friday and Saturday, your time. European and international followers. We're getting big in Europe, apparently. We're getting big in Europe. Spread the word. This is one from Zinski. Zinski says, "Give me 3 PPR. Emmanuel Sanders, Khalil Herbert, Big Mike Williams, Claypool, Young." I don't know what you're saying here. Oh, yeah. I'm so out of it. Yep, Joker. Oh. Would you sell Aaron Jones for Tyreek Hill? No, I don't. I mean, I'd draft Tyreek Hill. I'd draft Tyreek Hill over Jones, but barely. Okay. And then to answer your question, give me 3: Emmanuel Sanders, Khalil Herbert, Mike Williams, Claypool, and we're thinking that's Tony. Is that right? Young is Tony. You meant to write Tony. I'm going to say Herbert, Claypool, and Sanders are safer until we know if Tony is healthy. I'm out of it. Okay, yeah. I mean, Tony's intriguing, bro. And if I had to take Tony and put him in the lineup and sit one of those, if this helps you, Herbert and Mike Williams are locks. You can't sit Mike Williams. Take Mike Williams out of this debate. Like, you shouldn't even asked about Mike Williams, to be honest, Zinski. It should have been pick 2, okay? Emmanuel Sanders and Herbert are much safer. Did I say Claypool? I'm sorry. Emmanuel Sanders, Khalil Herbert, and Mike Williams are the top 3. Oh. Dak or Stafford. Dak may not play. Even I know that right now. Even hopped up on NyQuil, you can't trick me on that one. Stafford. But Mike Williams should not even be in the conversation. It's what 2 players do I start? Sanders, Herbert, Claypool, and Tony. And the answer, Sanders, Herbert, and Williams. Take Claypool out. Take Tony out. I don't even look back. Lock it in. Final answer. I know what I'm seeing this time around. Lock it in. Don't listen to the me 1 minute ago who misread the question. Rez knows what I'm talking about. And Zinsky, thank you for the super chat. Okay, but if he does play Dak or Stafford, okay. If Dak plays, I'm starting. If Dak plays, I'm starting Dak. But, I mean, you could just be safe and keep Stafford in there, but I personally would rather have Dak if he's playing. And I don't know if it's going to be a pain issue with Dak or if it's going to be, you know, something that could, like, take him out of the game. I don't think it will. I think if you play... It is the Texans, bro. Oh, gosh, dang it. It's going to be a shootout, though. If Dak plays, he's going to have a good game, though. You know, Stafford, that's a safe play. Stafford's a safe play. I suppose even if Dak plays, you could just say, okay, I don't want to run the risk of him getting pulled or something. I'm going to go Stafford. The matchup is phenomenal against the Texans. I'd probably say Stafford's safer and Dak is high risk even if he plays because he could get, you know, pulled or you know, re-injured or whatever. So Stafford's safer. Evans versus Latham or Chenault. I'm going Evans. Evans is a beast, man. I get it, but you know, you don't always know. I know that this has backfired a couple times, especially in week 1 when we talked about Alexander and then we talked about, you know, Callaway. But sometimes you hear, okay, there's going to be lockdown coverage on a certain wide receiver, and it's a lot of speculation, a lot of spec, and you don't know. Like, especially if you move a wide receiver all over the field, we don't truly know if he's going to be locked down the entire game. I wouldn't bench Evans. I wouldn't bench him. I just wouldn't. I couldn't. And you could be right, but I wouldn't bench him. I couldn't bench him. Because what happens if he's on Godwin? Or what happens if they're moving all the wide receivers all over the field? Evans can go up and get a football better than anybody really in the league when it comes to jump ball, passes from Tom Brady, and maybe he can lock him down yardage wise, but maybe Mike Evans is 33 yards, 4 catches and 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Evans can catch. Evans is the only wide receiver that can get you 2 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 yard touchdowns, 2 of them. That's what Evans can do. So I definitely, you know, Mighty Buffoon in the house. I like Terry always calls out. That's another job Terry's taken on his own. Like he's just like, I'm gonna be like the, what do you call it? He's like, I don't know what you would say. He's like the concierge of the show. Like, look, Mighty Buffoon walks in. Terry says, welcome, Mighty Buffoon. He notices who enters the chat in the building. Mighty Buffoon's in the house. Start Minnesota defense, or if no Dak. Yeah, Prob. I mean, that could be a good play. Pick 2. This is the last one that I got to go. Pick 2. Cook, Sanders, Woods. Give me Woods locked in. Give me... I mean, if that quarterback situation could be in shambles there. Cooks, they're going to be down throwing against the Rams all game long at home. Just throwing. Will they be accurately throwing footballs? I don't know. I feel like Sanders and Woods is a bit safer. And that is going to do it for me. Like always, once the video posts, I will try and get to everybody's question within the first 12 to 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours. So once this video is done, not the live chat, but the actual comments of the replay of the show, it's going to post right away. Go to my main YouTube page, click on this exact video. I'm going to throw up. Click on this exact video, and then comment. And if I missed your question, I will answer you. We have 135 people still in here. If I don't see 135 comments in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to lose it. Appreciate all of you. Lamb without Dak isn't a risky play. He is, but I'm still not sitting him. You know what I mean? Who are you going to sit him for? Have a good night, Blackbeard. Thank you, Cat Fan, Dean, Mighty Buffoon, Scott, Van, Terry. Whoa, what am I doing here? Terry, Anger, Jordan, Roberts, appreciate you, Dean, Miss Robeson, and you know, her genius, wonderful son, We love the Roberson family, but the Bruce is making amazing trades on his mom's behalf. Even if she's getting mad at him, he's saying, I don't care. I'm doing this for the good of the family. We're going to get that bag. We're going to get that bread. And Bruce is digging his heels in and making moves. Appreciate all you. Catch you later when your legs are straighter.